but stay in the game because you can keep playing along for fun. Let's talk to the chat for a moment. Who's here? Who's excited? Do we have any trivia first-timers in the house? What's up? Hi, Takian. Welcome back. Ronnie Wildheart says, I hope I win. I hope you do too. I am always rooting for my display bees in this game. And we're waiting for a couple more people to trickle in. Yes, because we want to give everyone an opportunity to play trivia. So let's go back. Did you see our National Fried Chicken highlight? Yeah, it's National Fried Chicken Day. If so, let me know. Again, what kind of sauce are you here for? Do you like the blue cheese? Do you like the ranch? I saw some people shouting out those cauliflower wings. Cauliflower? How do you say? Cauliflower. I love those. They're delicious. I'm definitely sort of a sweet chili or a little bit of a mild spicy type of gal. And speaking of food, it's almost time to get to our poll question. So make sure that your phones are in the vertical position, right? I know, I'm watching myself. That's crazy. Okay, so make sure your phones are in the vertical position. Make sure you're connected to that sweet, sweet Wi-Fi. We want you to have the best opportunity to win at this $1,000 that we're playing for here. And yeah, let's get those fingers warmed up. We've been talking about food, so let's keep it going. Tell me, do you typically eat breakfast each day? Yes, no, or it depends? Let me just ask, what does it depend on? Not enjoying the most important, and I'll say it, best tasting meal of the day? On National Fried Chicken Day, I would be remiss if I didn't also mention that any breakfast food is improved with the addition of some of that crispy bird. Chicken and waffles, chicken and biscuits. I rest my case. Delicious, delicious. All right, what are we choosing here? Yes, we do typically eat breakfast every day. Of course you do, because, you know, that's the only way to win trivia. You got to have a full breakfast. You got to start the day with that breakfast. So I think you're all ready. I think you're ready because you ate breakfast today, so let's do this. Here we go. Time for trivia. Question 1. In modern construction, windows are typically made of what material? Plywood, styrofoam, glass. In modern construction, windows are typically made of what material? Plywood, styrofoam, glass. My family used to tell me I make a better door than a window. You know, because when I open up, I lead to new adventures. Coincidentally, I also did watch TV standing in front of it, usually. So yeah, I'm realizing now that was a disparaging remark, and also probably why I have poor eyesight. Yeah, I wear contacts. Okay, 94% of you could see the light in that one. We're moving on to question 2. How many babies are born in a set of triplets? 1, 2, 3. How many babies are born in a set of triplets? 1, 2, 3. Display bees. Yes, much like fine china, babies have been known to come in sets. The only difference is you can't exchange a baby for store credit at Crate and Barrel. Don't knock it till you try it. But how many babies in a triplet? Well, same number as the question that 97% of you are heading towards right now, because question 3 is a magic number, baby. Let's do it. Here we go. Q3. Select the animal incorrectly paired to its American English onomatopoeia. Cat meow, dog oink, cow moo. Select the animal incorrectly paired to its American English onomatopoeia. Cat meow, dog oink, cow moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, 2-table dinner party, and it was just lovely. I mean, lights in the trees, mason jar centerpieces, small batch brews, the works. Looking back on it, I'm pretty sure I got mixed up with that cult from Midsummer, but still, great time all in all. With a win-win here and a win-win here. 93% of you are coming through with a win on this question. No rough times here. I can't help myself. Question 4. Which of these J.R.R. Tolkien characters is a hobbit? Aragorn, Gimli, Samwise Gamgee. Which of these J.R.R. Tolkien characters is a hobbit? Aragorn, Gimli, Samwise Gamgee. This movie franchise was filmed in New Zealand, and I'm left here wondering, what about old Zealand? I mean, Hollywood is so vain that we just replace it with a younger, hotter Zealand? Gosh, I mean, there really are no parts for women over 40. But let's get back to question 4, shall we? Because 83% of you are embarking on an epic journey into your next question of the night by answering Samwise Gamgee. So let's do Q5. Which of the following human body parts is not a ball and socket joint? Hip, knee, shoulder. Which of the following human body parts is not a ball and socket joint? Hip, knee, shoulder. Head, shoulders, hips and knees, hips and knees. Head, shoulders, hips and knees, hips and knees. Do you remember that song to help kids learn their body parts? Head, shoulders, hips, and knees. A classic, a real knee slapper. Yeah. Although, be careful with that knee because you know what? Yes, the joint in a knee is like the dating app. It's a hinge. It's a hinge, and 77% of you did get that. So let's ball and socket to the next question, shall we? Venus de Milo, the Terracotta Army, and Fountain are all titles of art in what medium? Watercolors, installation, sculpture. Venus de Milo, the Terracotta Army, and Fountain are all titles of art in what medium? Watercolors, installation, or sculpture? My favorite museum? The Peanut Gallery. I mean, where would we be without PBJs, Thai food, and those tiny little airplane snack baggies? But these works of art, though no less important, are pretty famous, featuring a lady with no arms, a bunch of soldiers in a cave, and, a toilet. Yeah, and they're all very lifelike because they are statues. They're statues. 93% of you are shaping up into trivia masterpieces. I think it's time for Q7. All of the following cartoon characters wear a pair of blue overalls except Bob the Minion, Stewie Griffin, Mario. All of the following cartoon characters wears a pair of blue overalls except Bob the Minion, Stewie Griffin, Mario. Overall, I would say this is a pretty hard question. Overall? Get it? Okay, but seriously, these characters all wear overalls? In my mind, all characters are pulling a Pooh Bear. No bottoms, just a t-shirt. But overalls are cool because they're both, right? Only problem is when you gotta go to the bathroom. Good thing Mario's a plumber and he's wearing blue overalls along with Bob the Minion. Stewie's overalls are red. And I think 87% of you just read my mind because we're heading into Q8 together. Which of the following cities has not hosted the Summer Olympics more than once? London, Los Angeles, Beijing. Which of the following cities has not hosted the Summer Olympics more than once? London, Los Angeles, Beijing. Some things that I wish were Olympic sports? That would have to be forgetting to floss, leaving people on red, and asking my boyfriend if he's going to finish that. What, they always give you too many fries. Can you tell I'm ready for Tokyo 2021, baby? Beijing has only hosted the Summer Olympics one time in 2008, and although they are slated to host again in 2022, it'll be the Winter Games. 87% of you with gold medals, you're medaling, you're going into Q9. Select the movie that does not feature a notable Los Angeles landmark that opened to the public with free admission in 1935. Rebel Without a Cause, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, La La Land. Select the movie that does not feature a notable Los Angeles landmark that opened to the public with free admission in 1935. Rebel Without a Cause. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, La La Land. Just kidding, we made a mistake. That last option is Moonlight. No, I kid. But for real, Moonlight, you can take in a whole lot of that at this place that we're referring to. Stars and planets too. The whole 9 yards, or however many billion light years wide the universe is. Because it's the Griffith Observatory, the most visited planetarium in the country. And the only film here that doesn't feature this point of interest, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 66% of you are walking the red carpet into the final question of the night. Here it is. This type of fur most closely associated with European nobility comes from an animal that goes by all of the following names except short-tailed weasel, stoat, Arctic hare. This type of fur most closely associated with European nobility comes from an animal that goes by all of the following names except short-tailed weasel, stoat, Arctic hare. For real, although I don't condone animal cruelty, this fur is fancy AF and so iconic. Pretty much every major portrait of a European monarch from the Middle Ages onward is wearing it. Sorry if all of this feels like fluff. I just want to soften the blow if you don't get this right. And you might not, because whoopee, it's a hard one. But who will be crowned a winner today? Who is going to be the winner today? Ermine, the white fur with black tufts used to line the cloaks of queens and emperors, comes from the winter coat of the stoat, or short-tailed weasel. You managed to weasel your way into victory! Woohoo! And kudos! Yes, you came, you played, you slayed, you got paid for the knowledge that you displayed. Any winners out there? I mean, you're all winners in a way. We had an incredible show. And if you got a winner's screen, don't worry. If you got that last question right, you will receive your winnings. If you didn't get the winner's screen, but you did get the last question right, you will receive your winnings. We pay here on display. It's the social that pays. But again, if you didn't win, right? Winner's screen, no winner's screen. We had an amazing show tonight, so you're really all winners. A big thanks to Anna Roisman for coming on.